What's going on, everyone? Ryzen here. We are going to be playing some Pokemon Fire Red. This is the second playthrough in the channel, and I hope y'all enjoy this content. And uh, I look forward to doing this more and more often. I recorded this last night, but my audio didn't capture it, so we're now having to re-record this. So I'm going to try and get it as similar to what I had. Um, without having to skip everything, but there might be some moments where we have to go back and edit this, so that way I have to shorten the video length, because I did talk a lot about uh, many things. But yeah, we're gonna just start off by playing Pokemon Fire Red, and let's begin our journey. But yeah, I really hope we get this to work this time. But I'm just going to be skipping a lot of this. Y'all already know Pokemon Fire Red, one of the most popular Pokemon games that are out there. And I've loved Pokemon ever since I was a kid. I can't get enough of it. I'm not like over the top about it, because I've just got a deep love for so many things in life. But I really wanted to dip my foot into the content creating with Let's Plays and everything else, and this is my second Let's Play on the channel. But yeah, tonight I'm gonna probably look at doing some streaming. Y'all will probably see this in the future, but I want to start doing live recording, Twitch recordings. I don't have the best setup right now. It's a basic Lenovo laptop and a portable side monitor with an external hard drive, a wireless microphone, and just a base setup. So I don't have anything crazy. But yeah, so we're gonna probably get into getting back up to Brock's gym. That's where I was when I stopped my last recording, and just have to get, we're just gonna have to get back there. But I will be just talking about general stuff in the meantime. So, biggest thing I want to hit on is what my channel is about in this first episode. I started doing TikTok lives probably last year, and I just hit a milestone of 800 followers on there. And my big goal is, once I hit 1,000 followers on there, is to just branch out, and I want to do more. I want to do the live streaming. My biggest thing is, when I do hit those 1K followers, is to do a charity live stream for mental health awareness. I'm all about being the best versions of ourselves, knowing what it takes to get there, right? The physical portion of it, y'all find out I'm a big gym junkie. I'm not the biggest guy, I'm not the most ripped person, but physical fitness is huge to me. Mental, obviously I just spoke on mental health is such an important factor. We all, in some form or way, need to take care of our own mental health. And I didn't listen to my own advice, and I'm going through it myself, right? So I'm taking care of myself mentally. Emotionally, that's just everyday emotions. We gotta learn how to control our emotions, or how to take advantage of our emotions, and take advantage of our emotions and how to use them to a positive manner, right? And when I say a positive manner, I mean how to help us push beyond our limits. And because our emotions and our mental tie in with the physical portion of it, and I really want to use my emotions to my strength. y'all ask me, music is huge for me, right? As well. So I use a lot of I listen to a lot of music. Um, oh, but side note, we're starting out with Charmander. Uh, emotions. I want to use our emotions to strengthen our overall well-being, right? So yeah, physically, we got mentally, we got emotionally, we got spiritually. I'm not gonna harp on spiritually too much because we all have our own views in life, right? But those entail so many portions in our beliefs and everything else, right? But all that ties into being one whole entity. And I watch anime, as I said, and this is going on still with the same aspect of what we were doing. I got this from Black Clover, and Asta always talks about pushing himself beyond his limits, and I want to push myself beyond my limits, but to be the best version of myself. You know, that's the only way we're gonna be able to get better, is pushing ourselves beyond those limits, being better, working harder. But we can't always do that every day, and I get that. But that's what this channel is all about. I want us to be the best version of ourselves. And you probably have heard it in another video of Pokemon Infinite Fusion if you haven't already checked it out. So, but that's a little bit about what the channel's about. I'll dabble into it more over time, especially when I can start going live and we can really talk and hang out. I'm also working on getting a camera attachment for my laptop because the camera I have now is just a basic camera attachment. Okay, so yeah, I'm just working with what I got. But we're gonna go get Oaks Parcel here from Viridian City, and just grind our way back there. I'm just trying to get us back to where we were for from the first episode, and then I'm gonna grind off screen to get my levels back to where I had them. I'm doing like a Nuzlocke thing where I'm capping myself out to the highest level in each one. So Brock's level is 14. That is the highest I will go for each level. I wanted to at least leave that cap on it, you know, because if I don't put a cap on it, it's just gonna go all out of this work. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to be the overpowered one and all that, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just not trying to be overpowered in this game. I want it to be balanced. Now, when it comes to the Elite Four, then I'm going to the hundreds. I will get each and every single one of these to the hundreds, these Pokemon, right? Just because it just makes the most sense. You're trying to be the best Pokemon master in the world. You're gonna go to 100. We learned Ember. It's one more boss back to here. Yeah. And this is what I hate. I have to go back and cut all these little battles in between. I'll leave a few in here, but until like we get to Pewter City and we're in the gym, like this is gonna be such an adventure. So I'm gonna recreate with what I had on the previous video, and I had when I got the Broxyam, I had a Metapod, I had a Mankey, and I had Charmander. If y'all hear me say Charizard, I apologize. It's just I automatically jump to Charizard. Right, so we're gonna go all the way down to Palatown. I blanked on it for a second. But yeah, we got Oaks Parcel. Let's go. Thank you for doing my errand for me because I'm a tired old man and I didn't want to do it myself. Gary's pissed off. Well, I'm seeing Akaza's pissed off. I use anime reference names in a lot of my games. My biggest anime influence is Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball Z, Solo Leveling, Black Clover, like a bunch of them, right? Like those are my go-to ones for almost any of my motivation. Demon Slayer has a huge part in my life. Tanjiro's motivation is just insane. He works so hard for his family. He really does. Especially his sister Nezuko. And I don't know about y'all, but I went and saw the movie on opening night, and it was phenomenal. Like, I absolutely loved every second of the movie. I went with one of my friends, and I was like, when there was a big moment that came up, and they tried to talk to me, I was like, no, don't talk. Like, I'm trying to enjoy this. And I was just left, I was speechless. Movie. I can't remember where I get running shoes. I'm trying to remember when I get the running shoes, if it's after I beat Brock or if I literally just had to walk to the house and get those from mom. I can't remember. But if y'all do have any recommendations of like what I should do for this playthrough, or anything I might miss, please let me know. I do want feedback from this community. And when I say feedback, it's I actually don't know what I'm saying when I mean positive feedback, right? But I love Pidgey. I really do. I want a Pidgey to start off in my party, but I'm not going to. Just because we're trying to get Charmander to Charizard, trying to get Squirtle, Squirtle and Bulbasaur to get the final evolutions as well, right? But yeah, I wanted to keep it as close to the anime edition as possible, but I want to have my own twist on this, and that's why I'm doing this playthrough of Fire Red. I have a playthrough of Ash Gray that I'm doing on my own fan-based game, right? And going by the anime on that one. So when I say by that, like, I'm not evolving Bulbasaur, I'm not evolving Squirtle. Charmander is going to go his own route. Pikachu's going to stay the same exact party. Butterfree's in there right now. I got Pidgeotto. I actually have all the Kanto, not Kanto, I'm sorry, the starters on the team. So, GG Mikey. I like to do those ones in my off time, but if y'all are ever interested in wanting to see me play that on YouTube, Twitch, whatnot, please do let me know, because I would love to have content with y'all and just hang out, chill, and whatever else. Yeah, but I'll probably edit some of this out because I don't want y'all sitting here and watch me look for a freaking Mankey over and over and over. I'm just trying to get one before I get too high of a level, and then I'm screwed to not get a Mankey. I'm also testing out a new microphone. It's the Go Ordic wireless microphone, and I just wanted to start taking my content creation a little bit more seriously, especially when I go on my lives and everything. I don't have all that background noise in there, and it sounds clear and everything else. So that's why I'm using what I got right now, and y'all are going to be the first tested video with this microphone, so I can see how clear this content is and how good it actually really is, and just how to use the product, right? Like, testing out product is only key to success. And when I did a small testing recording, I had my music blaring right next to everything else, and it came up perfectly fine. All right. Do I want a level 2 Mankey? No, but I gotta start somewhere. All right. I probably didn't even need to damage it, but I just wanted to be sure. Wow. And I don't want to kill it. Maybe growl at it. I don't know. I don't understand how the algorithm works for it, or the rate with it. And I just don't want to waste all 5 of my Pokeballs on a Mankey. But there we go. All right, we got Mankey now. Right. If y'all wanted me to do nicknames, please let me know. I would love to add it. But for now, we're just gonna stick to general names. Right. So for now, we got Charmander and Mankey. Now, I will tell y'all, I did say I was not gonna use Potion, right? I will not use potions in battles. Outside of battles, yes. Just so that way, in case, like, I know, especially when we come to the Elite Four. And yes, I know I'm already talking Elite Four, and this is only episode 1. We got a long way to go. But I do want to get to where I can use the items in the battles itself. Beginning game, they're very unnecessary. They're very, very unnecessary. But so now that we got our Charmander, we got our Mankey, I just want to get him up to level 5 at least, level 6, so at least to where he learns a low kick in this episode as well. We're already light years away ahead of what I was at for the previous recording, just because if this one's higher, it's only a level higher. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. If this was like a level 5 Mankey, I'd go ahead and get it. But let's burn the Mankey down to the ground. I also want to get above the level where Akaza here is Akaza's Squirtle's level 9, and I want to get above that. Now, okay, see, this is where I'll make the exception, right? I'm unfortunately gonna have to put this Mankey, the very first Pokemon that we ever caught, into the PC, but to have this level 5 one's gonna be better for us, just because I don't want y'all to throw this grinding as well. So we're gonna put Commander back out. We're gonna capture a Mankey. We're gonna go to the Poke Center really quick, heal up, and that way we don't have to go through all this grinding. I know I said I would do it off stream, but I can't just do it from a level 2. I could if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. Probably go and get some Pokeballs from the Pokemon too. There we go. Alright. I wish in this there was an easy way to transfer Pokemon. Right? But there's not. I think that's one thing that they should have included in future games, right? Is the capability of loading up like a mobile PC, especially now that with technology, right? With mobile phones and everything else, like it's so easy. We should just be able to take that Pokemon's data, scan the Pokeball, and that Pokeball goes from there to the PC, right? And then the same thing with withdrawing them. I think that would be a pretty cool feature. I don't know if they do it. I haven't played any Pokemon game since Pokemon Arceus for the Switch, right? I haven't done any of that. So let's go ahead here, move this party around. And we can go get this Gary battle, Akaza battle out of the way. And we'll go into the Viridian Forest, steamroll our way through there. I might be. I think there's a rare candy here or something. Can't remember, because there's this area here that's got something in it or something. Maybe I'm just wrong. But yes, I know I don't have enough badges, Akaza. Right, I don't have enough badges. I get it. You seem better than me, but you're not. And I'm just gonna do one of these switches. All right. I'm just trying to get Mankey to levels, and hopefully his Pidgey doesn't do what his last Pidgey did in my previous playthrough, is just sand attack the crap out of me, which it seems like that's what he's doing, and it's so annoying. Okay, cool. This Pidgey didn't give me as much of an issue as the previous one did. Yeah, I want to just get Mankey back out here. Hopefully he doesn't one-shot him. I at least want to bring his defenses down. Yeah, see, his defense fell, so that's all I really wanted to do was his defense level and get him stuck in the fight. Hopefully we outlast this, especially since I lowered his defense. Okay, we barely survived. But I think Maggie can now learn low kick. There we go. That's all I wanted. And Charmander's up to level 10. See, that's perfect. You should be able to roll through Viridian Forest just like that. All I have to do is get this Caterpie, and we got a card back. Not Caterpie, actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get a Weedle. Weedles, y'all, if y'all don't know, Twin Weedles is overpowered, especially Fury Attack. I don't know yet who's gonna be my final card for this. I do have an idea. Like I said, I do want to have all the starters on there, including a Pikachu. But beyond that, I do want to have Dragonite on this team. Now, once we go to play like the other Pokemon games, I'm gonna build a team with how I want, and just because I haven't played anything outside of the older gens in such a long time that I can't really remember everything. I forgot about this old man. I keep forgetting about him every time. Y'all get to sit through and watch Grandpa tell us everything. He should just give me this Weedle. He really should. Come on, old man, get your Weedle and get a fun way so I can go on being a Pokemon Master. I will vow for you for teaching me the ways of catching a Pokemon. Cool. Thanks. Let's get Charmander back up front here. Don't do like the heads-up display, please let me know. In that bottom right corner, it's gonna display our gym badges. So I just had that as open space there right now. And you'll see as we grow in this, you'll just see the Pokemon badges displayed. Got healed up. I'm gonna try and grab as many of the items as possible. 'Cause I know there's a Pokeball over here. Not right here, because in the last picture I definitely mistake it. I thought it was right there. It was back there. Oh, an Ash Gray here as well. There was a Pokeball, an item. Let's hope there's a Weedle so that way we can get this out of the way and then we can steam off. Perfect. Alright, cool. Let's get Charmander out here. Bring it down on health. Hopefully it doesn't poison me because I hate poison. And lo and behold, the game hates me. The game hates me. Every time I don't poison me, the game poisons me. And I should have bought an antidote, honestly. I know I don't buy the antidote because you get it. You get it here in the forest. So there was no point in me getting into the store and going and buying antidotes. Yeah. But now we got Weedle. So where these Pokemon that we have right now, this is exactly what I have for the previous playthrough. And when we get back to hopefully Charmander doesn't die. I have to look at the HP count. Okay, that 14, so I mean 14 of those. And this is what I was worried about. Okay, I can blow it without taking any poison damage. Okay, that's what I'm trying to avoid. And that was not the item I thought it was. Okay, where is he at? 20 steps. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a potion, fortunately. I don't want to, but we're going to, just because I want him to be able to survive through here. He's gonna be our tank throughout this whole entire section. So I just want to blow through these battles so that way we can get back to it. But tell me in the comments, like, who are y'all's favorite Pokemon? Like, I want to know from the Gen 1 aspect of who y'all's favorite Pokemon was. Mine was clearly Pikachu. Like, especially in Pokemon Yellow, like, he knew Surf and he could fly and everything else, which was pretty cool. You could pretty much teach him every HM. But I didn't want to do that to Pikachu because, like, I wanted his to be pure. But you know, I gotta remember the level capture because I want to go above it. Okay, there's the antidote. That's what we wanted to go for. Not dealing with poison. Now, if I get hit with another poison here, I'm gonna be really upset. Let's go with, I'm not even gonna bother healing up Weedle right now, just because there's no point in me doing it. Like, I'm gonna get to the Pokemon Center. I just want to get through all these trainers so that way y'all can just at least enjoy some of this content. The previous video I had was an hour long, and that's because I was being a dummy and I wasn't paying attention to, like, my bottom bar where my team's at, and it duplicated Mankey, and I was like, why do I have duplicate Charmander? I was like, how do I have 2 Charmanders when my party clearly said I had a Mankey and a Charmander? It was hysterical. I was so confused. But we're gonna burn our way through all these Weedles and Kakunas and get our way to Pewter City. There we go. Another crit. Awesome. Now watch. I'm using all this RNG for these battles. And not having them when I get later on in the game. It's going to be hysterical. I believe, if I'm correct, there's a trainer up here as well. Yeah. I'll be able to blow through this trainer as well. Hopefully I don't hit that cap with Charmander. I know we're getting really close. I think he's at what, level 13, 12 or 13 already. And I don't want to go past that level 14. Otherwise, he's going to be unusable against Brock. Okay, we're at level 12. If I do it properly and I just keep him out for the remainder of these battles, we should be okay. I think we'll hit exactly 14 with Charmander. Especially since we're one-shotting all these bug types. Okay, also, I worked on the commentary. My commentary is very dry, especially when I have to re-record something that hour on was annoying. But we're doing it. I just hate the duplication process, especially when you put time and effort into something you heavily recorded. I paid a lot of attention to, and so I think I spent an hour about setting up everything to Streamlabs. Okay, we're at 13. You need to be careful. But yeah, the time I took into setting everything up and not have any audio record whatsoever. I don't know if the game audio is recording. I'm not worried too much about the game audio, but I can throw something non-copyrighted into the background for y'all just to listen to. It just depends on the strength of how this audio is through the microphone. I don't want to overpower everything and whatnot. So just to run through all that, just make things. I want to give you all the best quality content I can. Right? That's really what I want to focus on, is giving y'all great quality. Eventually, as I work out, I build a following, I build a community. And we will start working on the camera and everything else, getting higher quality stuff. I need to set up a streaming room. I have a guest stream right now that's used primarily for my family when they come in, but I just don't have a big setup. Okay, we're just gonna make it through here with getting Charmander level 14. There's a random skip, which I'm surprised I made it through there. Pretty sure there's a way I can go into here with modding and just change the box things. But this should be the last Pokemon. Hopefully this will put us over 14. This will be the last battle before we go into Pewter City and then wrap things up from there. So let's remember, this will definitely put us exactly at 14. It's not over. Hopefully it's not over. I'd rather keep it at like just midway of 14. But perfect. See. Now we can get out of here just like this. I'm just running from it. I don't like to run from battles normally, but we're out for it. Pretty forest. You know, with the first Pokemon, and I didn't know like how everything connected, right? Because once I got to fly, I just got very lazy. I got very lazy when I got to fly HM. Because I was just like, yeah, there's no point in me doing anything else, right? Like, I can just fly everywhere. So I missed out on so much, like, so much stuff because of me just being lazy and wanting to skip around quickly and efficiently. That's just, I missed out on so much, and I kicked myself 4 years later. I want to wrap up here saying thank you for staying here with me through this episode. There's so much more to come. I hope y'all are enjoying content between this and Pokemon Infusion. I might run a couple series at a time. Most of my content is going to be published on Sundays. No specific time, just that it's going to be published. And I want y'all to enjoy this. I want to be able to enjoy the series with y'all and not just rush through something. So, with that being said, until next time, y'all have an amazing day. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And y'all take it easy. Bye bye.